That's why I'm trying to make a better way. Whole new crib in a better place. Get my people out the hood, we'll see better days. Tell a fan sorry, y'all let them wait. Shit up there like a Saturday. Listen to me how I beat this beat up like a battle.
Yo, what up, guys? This is your boy Kofi with KO Sports Talk back at with another video. And in today's episode, man, we got to a lot to uncover. How ESPN, PFF, all these news media outlets are disrespecting the Bears. How ESPN saying that, how they ranked the Bears young core as the 25th ranked young core in the NFL, and how Justin Fields was snubbed as one of the top players under 25, according to ESPN as well. But in today's episode, man, I got my co-host with me, Chuck. We're going to be discussing a lot. So, Chuck, if nobody knows who you are, introduce yourself to them.
What's good out there, KO Sports Talk land? I'm Chuck Full Damage One, known as Chuck Miller, aka Chuck Miller, and we are diehard Bears fans on this.
Sir.
We here to bring you all the business that pertains to these Bears. Bear down.
Bear down, man. Bear down. All the news media outlets, man. And man, bro, like we got to a lot to uncover. So
yeah,
I was reading an article today, right? And I was looking up the top 25, the top players under 25 in the NFL. And you had Micah Parsons, great young linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Jefferson, the Minnesota Vikings, who's one of the most explosive wide receivers in the NFL today, Justin Jefferson. You had Jamar Chase, Sauce Gardner, Creed Humphreys. And when I was looking through the list, I didn't see Justin Fields not one time in the list. Like, not one time. And I looked
disrespectful, man. Disrespectful, bro.
And then I also looked at Yard Barker. They had Mac Jones.
Mac who? That bum?
Mac Jones. We're not talking about Mike Jones. Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
And so, man, Chuck, I wanted to get your full thoughts about this, man, because, I mean, the disrespect that the media has been giving the Chicago Bears. And not only that, they also ranked the, like I said, ESPN ranked the Chicago Bears young core as 25th. They had the Green Bay Packers over them.
I mean, if I'm totally honest, they only got recent history to go by, bro. So, they may consider that their assessment is fair. But when you're talking about ranking, young talent, you have to go by core, bro. You got to go by core and by the core of their talent and individual stats. If you're going to go by the core, then I can see us ending up at a bottom tier ranking because we didn't win a lot last year. So, even though we produced numbers, we didn't win a lot. There was 3 wins on the Bears docket last year, even though we were in almost every single game that we were in, win or lose. But if you're going by core, then absolutely I can see that perspective on that. But if you go by individual stats, that's where the Bears shined at. That's where the Bears players stood out at. Justin Fields is nowhere near a 25th ranked quarterback if you're going by individual performance that this man put on the field. So you're talking about a guy who got out there and who laid it on the line with his feet and his arm to make sure that this Bears core was able to stay afloat and be competitive in every game last year. Now, I know, all the pundits like to hang their hats on the win-loss record. But when you go into a season with your general manager telling you that he's not even considering or banking anything on this season, he's not studying what happens in this season, that lets you know that you're not really projected to do much production-wise in terms of win-loss records in this season. He's not investing in this season. So the fact that Justin Fields was able to keep this team competitive and in position to win games,
7 or 8 games, 7 or 8 one close games.
knowing that this man did not have all of the pieces around him that he needed to be, to be uber productive to win these games. It's remarkable, bro. It's remarkable. And it just shows you the disparity in the two judgments, the two diasporas that you're judging this by. Because in one breath, they're saying we have the 25th ranked youngest core. But in the next breath, you got pundits out here saying that Justin Fields is going to be in the MVP vote, in the MVP talk this year. So that shows you the disparity here. When you talk about core, yes, put the Bears down here. But when you talk about individual talent, you definitely got to see that the Bears have the potential to be a great squad. Individually, we got producers, bro. We got cats that can put up numbers, man. That includes Khalil Herbert. That includes Cole Kmet, who could be a perennial Pro Bowler for us on the regular. That includes Darnell Mooney. That's definitely going to include DJ Moore. And hate to break the news to you haters, but it's going to include Chase Claypool too. He's going to be in this conversation of greats when it comes to this Bears team. Watch what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. And I agree for the most part what you're saying, but I'm looking at what's going on for this upcoming season. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're always going by previous seasons, but that's in the past. That was 2022. We're talking about 2023 because when we're thinking of the young core compared to the NFC, like the totality of the NFC. Mm-hmm. I mean, I might sound biased, but I think the Chicago Bears has the best young core in the NFC. Bar none.
If not one of the best, Cove. If not one of the best, So I
think they're the best, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. And that's a beautiful opinion to have. Mm-hmm. But I definitely can't overlook what the Philadelphia Eagles are doing over there in Philadelphia. That is a great young core that they have there, top to bottom, and they proved it last year by going to the Super Bowl. And they've added to that mix by adding Jalen Carter to go along with what they already have. So that's a dynamic, a very dynamic core there. But when you talk about young cores, there's no way in the world the Bears should be ranked 25th in this. If they're only going by last year's production, by last year's results, then I could see them ranking them 25th. But you got to look at all the moves that the Chicago Bears have made. You got to look at the young pieces that we've added. You got to look at the Roschon Johnsons. You got to look at the Jerron Dexters. You got to look at the Fergusons. And you got to look at all these other guys that the Bears have added to the mix to go along with a Jaquan Brisker and a Kyler Gordon, guys that they got last year, to go along with the breakout party that a Cole Kmet had last year. This team is going to be awesome. It is going to be an awesome display of talent, and you are going to see a drastic change from last year. We already got people trying to downplay this team,
especially Chase Claypool. I mean, the amount of hate that he's getting. I mean, did you hear about Mark Silvey? He was talking about Chase Claypool. The Bears are kind of unhappy with him because he's not taking he's not taking minicamp too seriously.
He's got a soft tissue injury. What do you want a player to do who's got an injury that takes time to nurse itself back to health? Soft tissue injuries do not heal overnight for some people. It's a give and take with soft tissue injuries. It depends on who has the injury and how well their body is equipped to heal up from it. Some take shorter periods of time, some take longer periods of time. But if everybody wants to get in a hoopla about that, then so be it. It doesn't change what the Bears are doing. You know what I mean? It's not going to change anything, and they can hate all they want to, bro. We're not even close. Yes, I agree, Plank. I agree totally, bro. We are not even close to being the same team that we were last year. And so, for everybody to look at this Bears team and just automatically decide where we're going to be before they even see us take the field is ludicrous. This is stupid on their part. And the reason it's stupid is because this Bears team is going to come out here and going to force a lot of these guys to have to eat egg. They're gonna have egg on their face.
They're gonna have eggs thrown in their faces.
Bro. Yeah, because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You don't want to give this team a chance. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I keep hearing. Nobody wants to give this team a chance. Everybody wants to say that Justin Fields is going to be a bust. Justin Fields cannot throw the ball. Do they even know who this guy is? This guy with nothing on this team last year, total 25 touchdowns and 11 interceptions last year. That is comparable to almost every star quarterback that's in this league last year. And almost every single star quarterback had very similar numbers, if not close to exactly what Justin Fields had. But he's a bum when he produces it, you know.
Right.
He's a bum when he doesn't throw for 300 yards, you know.
And you know what's so funny? It's like a lot of these black quarterbacks to get like a lot of flack, you know. I mean, look at Lamar Jackson. You know, a couple years ago when he won the NFL MVP, he was like one of the youngest. Well, he was the first unanimous MVP in NFL history to win the NFL MVP. And yeah, people are still saying, "Oh, he's a running back. He's not really a quarterback." Now look what they're saying about Justin Fields. They're saying Justin Fields, oh, he's not a running back, even though before coming into the NFL, he was known as a prolific passer. He was known as one of like the best deep ball throwers coming out of college, and yet people are still saying, "Oh, he's a
won a national championship in college." People, hello,
went to the
that
national
if you can't pass
with literally half of his whole squad like being out due to COVID, and not only that, he was one of the people that helped bring the Big Ten championship like back, you know, that year in 2020, you know, like during that whole COVID season, because he wanted that team to play, and he led his team to a national championship with half of his team being out against Alabama.
Exactly.
And,
so, you know, the so-called pundits, and I'm going to put that in quotations, the so-called pundits think that they're smarter than everyone else. They think that they're experts on players like Justin Fields.
I mean, look what they did with Patrick Mahomes in 2017. They said that Mitchell Trubisky was better than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, they didn't even have Patrick Mahomes on their radar. And look what
none.
Gone. You know,
now look,
best quarterback far and away in the league right now, bro. Best quarterback.
And he's already considered one of the greatest quarterbacks already in his young season.
Exactly. So you know, me personally, I'm thrilled that they have such little faith in Justin Fields and this Bears team. I'm thrilled because what that's going to do is that's going to keep us under the radar when it comes to opponents. That's going to keep people overlooking us, and that's going to put us in position to be uber successful. You know, and that's why I believe in creating a segue here, my brother. That's why I believe that. We're still talking about college. Yeah, we are, T.O. Yeah, we are. Yeah, well, don't worry about it. You'll get your chance to talk about college. You'll get your chance to talk about college when we speak on Jordan Love. Don't worry about it, bro. You'll get your chance 4 years later.
I got a lot to say about Packers fans right now, about, you know, especially what Jordan Love said about Bears fans.
But I believe this is why, because everybody's, you know, writing this team off. They're over critical of Justin Fields. This is why I believe personally that Justin Fields is going to be and could potentially be the best quarterback in this NFC North. You know, and that's what this podcast today is about. Who do we think will be the best quarterback in the NFC North this year? I'm asking all my viewers that's out there in KO Sports Talk land, please chime in. Let me know what you think. You know, do you think Justin Fields, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, or Kirk Cousins will be the best quarterback in this NFC North? And if you do believe so, come tell us why.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer. I think it's going to be Justin Fields this upcoming season because
what do you think is going to put Justin Fields head and shoulders above the others?
I think the fact that the weapons around him, and the fact that you're able to get him a number one wide receiver. I mean, look at all the quarterbacks going into year 3. You had Josh Allen when he was going into year 3, when he got Stephon Diggs. he had that. He was in the MVP conversation. I believe they went 13-3 that season and 2021. Is this year 3 or 2020? 2020 or 2021 during his year 3 when they that season when Josh Allen broke out. He had like close to 40 touchdowns. He threw for over 4,000 yards that season. Um, um, the moment when they got Stephon Diggs, I believe they won like 1 or 2 playoff games that season, and that kind of put him over the top, as one of the best quarterbacks. One of the best young quarterbacks going into the that season. Of course, Jalen Hurts, year 3, when he got AJ Brown, when he got that number 1 wide receiver, you saw the production. You saw what he did this past season. They went all the way to the Super Bowl. They're even talking about, like, prior to that season, they were talking about trading Jalen Hurts for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I remember those talks. The most ridiculous conversations.
Ridiculous, man. Even though Jalen Hurts, he showed so much promise. Hold on, Tio, before I let you in. I have to speak my point. I know you're in the Tio. I'm gonna let you in. And also, Tio Tagovailoa. I can't even pronounce it.
Tui Tagovailoa.
I said Tio. I said Tio.
Tua Tagovailoa.
No, you let me say Tio. Tua Tagovailoa, man. Like, going into his year 3, you know how he got Tyreek Hill when they traded for Tyreek Hill. Prior to his injury, he was one of the top quarterbacks in terms of QBR rating. And you saw what happens, when each quarterback, you see a trend. When a quarterback has a number 1 wide receiver or that X receiver in their team that can take them over the top, that can really make them better. You see the type of production that they have. With Aaron Rodgers, when he had Devontae Adams, you saw how good he was. And when he left, he wasn't as good. Wide receivers, they're just as important. When you have that type of wide receiver in your room, you see the type of production that the quarterback can do.
Well, Coach, just to play devil's advocate here, Packers fans, Vikings fans, Lions fans would say, well, they already got number 1 receivers on their team. They already got what's his name? Christian Watson. Christian Watson is number 1 receiver for the Green Bay Packers, and the Vikings fans would say we got Justin Jefferson, arguably one of the best wide receivers in the game. We got number 1 receiver over here, and Lions fans would say we got Amon-Ra St. Brown. What do you say to that? Because what their argument would be is just because you got a number 1 receiver, that doesn't change anything.
Okay, but look at last year. Justin Fields was able to produce even like with Darnell Mooney being his number 1 option, even though Darnell Mooney, even when Darnell Mooney got injured, like Justin Fields was still putting up numbers. Like if you look at that one game against the Buffalo Bills, aside from him with his leg, because they pretty much shut him down, with his legs. You saw the type of throws that he made. He had a really good game throwing over the air. And even at one point, they were leading in the first half. Well, going into the second half, they were already leading. And so, like, and I'm not even only that. We could talk about Robert Tonyan, how big of a signing that was. We can go to Robert Tonyan.
Signing. That's a real big
signing. They could run a 2 tight end set, with Cole Kmet and Robert Tonyan. That was very critical in that. The drafting of Roschon Johnson. People are saying that Roschon Johnson might be that he was one of the steals in the draft. And Deontay Foreman, Khalil Herbert. He's gonna take a big leap going into year 2.
He's expected to take some huge strides forward, bro. He's expected to take some huge strides.
And the fact that a lot of these players, they fit this style of offense that Luke Getsy is trying to run, but specifically more so the 2 tight end set. I think Robert Tonyan was a big factor, and that's really going to help us in not only being, in my opinion, one of the best teams in the NFC North, but going into the NFC, we're going to be one of the best teams in the NFC. Watch out. That's my prediction. Like that's one of my the hot topic. Well, hot
takes.
Hot takes. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. The picks that the Bears took that we got were well thought out picks. That well thought out. Every pick was dissected, was studied, and was properly groomed in choices by this management team. Kudos to Ryan Poles and company. What's up, T.O.?
What's up, T.O.?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling?
We good, brother. We good. What malfeasance are you ready to bring to the show?
I had to join the show, man. This is one of my favorite shows. I'm always say shout out KO Sports, man. Chuck, Kofi, man. Y'all guys do a great job, man. And even though I'm a diehard Packers fan, this is one of my favorite shows. I love tuning in and hearing y'all talk this Bears crap, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
that. I just came on here to support the show and give a prediction on who I think could be the best quarterback in the NFC North.
We already know what you're going to say.
Yeah, and I'm going to give reasons why. Listen, I just talked about it in the guys group chat, man. We got a group chat for NFL. And Chuck will tell you, I put it in there and I broke it down why. And this is why I think Jordan Love could possibly be the best quarterback in the NFC North this year. He's in great hands. And when I say he's in great hands, he has a quarterback coach. He has a coach in Matt LaFleur who started out with Matt Ryan, with some of Matt Ryan's best years when Matt LaFleur was their quarterback coaching, in Atlanta. Then he moved on over to the Rams, where he was the offensive coordinator for Jared Goff and Todd Gurley over there with the Rams. We've seen how good Jared Goff looked with the Rams. Then he went to Tennessee, where Mariota had his best passing year of his career over there in Tennessee. And Matt LaFleur just went. He was flying up the board from quarterback coach into offensive coordinator. And then he get to the Packers where he got Aaron Rodgers. Yes, Aaron Rodgers is great, but he get Aaron Rodgers back to MVP form, where Aaron Rodgers is back-to-back MVP now. So Matt LaFleur just has been on a tear with these quarterbacks. I think this guy come from under the Shanahan. He come from under that branch, and he knows how to make a quarterback work, man. He knows what plays to call and how to protect the quarterback, and that's why I say Jordan Love is in good hands. And I'm going to just say this about our core. Packers got one of the youngest cores in the NFL. When you talk about Watson is 23, Dobbs is 22, AJ Dillon is 25. Then we got Jaden Reed, who is 22, who's going to come out the slot. And our new two starting tight ends, our rookies, Tucker Kraft and Luke Musgrave is 22 and 22. And we got Aaron Jones, who is our superstar. He's still 28. So I say that the Packers, we got one of the top young cores in the league, too. I'm pretty sure everybody going to feel that they got the top young cores, but my guys is 22 and 23, and I'm telling you, they studs, man. So I just want to speak on that real quick. And Justin Fields, yes, he's going to have a better year. I would say that Justin Fields probably could be number 2. Nah, I'm going to say number 3. I'm not going to put him in front of Jared Goff this year.
Because, how generous of you, T.O. That is very nice.
No. I'm being serious, man. That's just my prediction, man. I think Jordan Love could flat out, come out here and throw for about, 3,500 to 4,000 yards, man. Probably with about 20 to 25 touchdowns. Keep the interceptions down, man. I think he could be a good quarterback because Matt LaFleur is going to protect him, man. A lot of short throws. A lot of short throws.
But T.O., now question I got for you, T.O., is what are you basing his production on? Because we really don't have no history telling us anything about Jordan Love being able to produce at a high clip at this level, bro. So, what are you basing that on?
I broke it down to you how the quarterback. I broke it down to you how his head coach. That is very important, man. People don't understand how important.
And I get that. I get that. Yeah, Matt LaFleur is going to be extremely instrumental.
And from seeing Jordan Love come out there preseason his first year, and took him going out there last year preseason when he lit the 49ers up, and when he lit the Eagles up in a one quarter that he did play, I'm telling you, it just looked different. If the first time I seen Jordan Love, I'm like, oh no, I don't trust this. But Jordan Love in preseason last year and Jordan Love in that one quarter versus Philly, it just showed that this guy is ready, man. It's something. Every Packer fan felt it. I know because I felt it when he hit Christian Watson across that middle. It was go time from there, man. And Aaron Rodgers pretty much knew that.
So let me get this straight, T.O. You're talking and basing Jordan Love's capability of being the best quarterback in the NFC North. You're basing that on 2 preseason games and 1 series against the Philadelphia Eagles. But you just bragged on us about talking about Justin Fields college days. Really, bro? Is this
I'm basing it on the core that we got around us, man. He has a young core to grow with, man. And we haven't seen Jordan Love in the 4th season, to be honest. We've seen what Justin Fields. We've seen Justin Fields. We've seen Justin Fields. We've seen what Kirk Cousins can do. We've seen what Jared Goff.
And let me ask you this, T.O. Let me ask you this. From what you've seen of Justin Fields, what is that telling you?
I've seen a quarterback that got superstar potential. But in the 4th quarter, I'm telling you, he has to throw the ball better in the 4th quarter. I don't know how any Bears fans could trust that guy to throw a ball in the 4th quarter, man. If he's not running up,
that guy.
Did you not see that Miami game?
I'm being honest with you. I was sitting watching the game, and you know, Denny.
I'm listening to you.
He didn't watch that Miami game, did he?
I'm not sure what he was watching exactly.
All right, he's going to throw that ball.
Go ahead, T.O. I ain't meaning to step
the Washington Commanders game when Darnell Mooney completely dropped that ball.
I mean, and then Justin Fields. When I listen to Packers fans talk, he's constantly getting stoned by them. And T.O. know what I'm talking about. He's constantly getting stoned by them for mistakes in the 4th quarter. Well, when the weight of the world is on your shoulder, everything falls in your hands. You're going to have mistakes.
Yo, I know this Packers fan is not talking greasy about Justin Fields.
He very much is, Mike. Very much is, bro.
Hold on, Michael. Hold on, Michael. Hold on. Charles, finish your thought.
But when you got the weight of the world on you, you're going to be prone to make a mistake here or there. Here's what Packers fans never do talk about. With every mistake that Justin Fields makes, he turns right around the next series and cleans it up. He threw an interception in the red zone against the Detroit Lions that went for a touchdown and gave Detroit the lead. The very next series, he broke out for about a 65, 70-yard run for a touchdown to tie the game back up potentially, but then our wonderful kicker, Cairo Santos, missed an extra point. So, see, these are the things that don't get talked about. Why they talking. What's up, Mike?
What's up, Mike?
I had to come in here to put that Packers.
Go ahead. Speak your piece, Mike.
But when he had to come in, he ran away. Smart. Kofi, please don't delete this. I'm saving this for clips that I'm dropping on Friday about the Packers. They absolutely deserve it because they've absolutely been talking shit about Justin Fields. Not only that, CEO's fat ass. We the Bears fans up in here. Your Ravens are absolutely going to be sucking while the Bears are rise to the top. while you rise to the bottom.
Yes, sir. To the bottom. Yeah, man. Everybody's got a take and a critique on the Bears and where this season could potentially go. At first we sucked eggs because we weren't trying to win games last year. Then we were the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme, because we got the number 1 pick in the draft. Then we got DJ Moore, and we were a beacon of light shining in the darkness. Now, all of a sudden, when we finally got all these pieces in place, we don't know what the Bears are going to be. The Bears are going to suck. The Bears are going to this. The Bears are going to that. Justin Fields is horrible. I don't know what Justin Fields these guys have been seeing, but I've been seeing nothing but a star that's on the rise. And T.O. did allude to this. He did say he sees a superstar in the making. But to say that and then to turn around and say, I don't know how anybody could trust this guy in the fourth quarter of games. Is the ultimate oxymoron. What are you talking about? You can't trust him in the fourth quarter of games, but he's a superstar on the rise. Make that make sense, bro. That does not make sense.
First off, we have film. We have seen Justin Fields carry the Bears in the fourth quarter. We've seen it. We've seen it. But here's what he doesn't understand. He thinks, because we don't win, that doesn't really count. We have seen the Steelers game back in 2021. We've seen both 49ers games. We've seen multiple Packers games where he carried, and even the Lions game where he carried us.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing, how he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand that winning is not a quarterback stat. It is a team stat. So
absolutely.
So he can come in here and talk about how great Jordan Love is, bro.
It's so overrated. That
hey, do you even know what the saddest part is? Andy Reid didn't even know who Jordan Love was. That's how little of a threat Jordan Love could be. And your days of owning us are over. Your days of ruling the NFC North is over. Please watch Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre highlights for the rest of your life, because the Packers are going to go back to where they were before.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that the truth? So, yeah, everybody wants to see this Bears team fail. They want to see Justin Fields be a bust. I heard all of this last year, even from people like Shady McCoy, Sean McCoy, who is the biggest idiot I've seen.
Even Stephen A. Smith was talking down.
Yeah, I mean, what are you guys looking at when you're looking at this quarterback? What I see is a phenomenal talent who has the ability to single-handedly put this team in position to win games. What most people don't realize, Mike, is that 7 of the 14 losses that Justin Fields and this offense took last year, they lost by less than 7 points, bro. They were in position to win 7 of those games. So if those numbers turn around, we're not talking about a 3-14 team. We are not talking about a 10-7 team who's vying for a playoff spot. And with the trash that is around us in the NFC North, that's easy pickings. If we get 10-7, we're in. We're in. But Mike, in your estimation, bro, and I know, they're going to say you're biased with your opinion, bro. Who do you think is going to be the best quarterback in the NFC North this year, and why?
Well, obviously it should be, I'm going to put my bias aside. It should be Jared Goff, but it's the Lions. They're going to screw it up like they always do, but it's going to be Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. And why do you say Justin Fields over the other 3 here?
Well, first off, Jared Goff has been proven to be a system quarterback, and it's the Lions. I don't really trust the Lions. The Packers, every time I see Jordan Love on the field, he looks mediocre, or at best he'll be below average. As far as the Vikings go, Vikings were frauds last year. They're not going to have the same luck as they did last year.
Yeah. And if I'm totally honest,
they lost Dalvin Cook too. Let's not forget about that.
They lost a lot, bro. It wasn't just Dalvin Cook. That defense is shredded over there, bro. It is not the same
Swiss cheese
that they were last year. If I'm totally honest, if I'm ranking it by consistency of production, I've got to, just from a statistical standpoint, I've got to give Kirk Cousins a slight edge in this, because he has been the most consistent of the 4 quarterbacks that are in this division, far and away. And Jared Goff had of the quarterbacks that are in this division, he had the best year last year.
That's true. He did. He had the best year statistically.
But if I'm looking at the potential to dominate, to explode, to be unguardable and unstoppable, it's far and away Justin Fields, bro. It's far and away. It's not even close in this division. Not only can Justin Fields throw the deep ball, not only can he make the key pass, and not only is he going to have time, which is another thing nobody talks about in this division, not only is he going to have time this year in the pocket with the additions that they made to the offensive line, but Justin Fields is a game changer when you take away receiving options, which is going to be difficult for defenses to do this year against the Bears. It's going to be difficult to take away receiving options, but he's a game changer with his feet. You're talking about a guy who, if you take the pass away from him, he can kill you with his legs. That is game-changing stuff. And I agree with you, Mike, on Jordan Love. Jordan Love, I believe he's going to be a solid quarterback. I don't see the Packers producing any bums at quarterback. So I'm not going to say he's going to be a complete bum, but is he going to be Aaron Rodgers?
He's going to be average.
He's not. Absolutely
He's going to be average. He's going to be like
from what T.O. has been sharing.
Jimmy Garoppolo type of quarterback.
Just what T.O. has been sharing with me about the way Matt LaFleur is handling him with kids' gloves. You're not even letting this guy go deep down the field. He's trusting everything mid-range and underneath, mid-range and underneath. You're going to have to stretch the field at some point if you want to beat these teams. And these teams are going to take the underneath away from you. I can guarantee you that's going to happen in the NFC North. If it's not happening nowhere else, it's going to happen in this division. They're going to test his arm. They're going to see what he's made of. And if he can't hit that D ball, if he can't make that connection, he's going to be in trouble. I appreciate you, bro.
And another thing, like with Justin Fields, another thing that he's trying to improve on is reading coverages, reading disguise coverages, because another problem that he had was kind of like reading certain defenses. And so sometimes he'll kind of put himself in a position where he would get sacked or he'll find himself on the ball on too long. And that's another thing people don't forget, like with this offense that he's learning. With minicamp, something that he's really learned is trying to like reading defenses, reading disguise coverages. And if you have a Justin Fields who already is a great passer with his arm, a great runner with his legs, and not only that, somebody who can read the coverages, read defenses, he's virtually like unstoppable. Because if you can get him to read defenses, reading what the defense is going to run, like if they're going to run a cover two, if they're going to run a blitz, if they're going to run certain coverages, certain disguise coverages, I mean, the sky's the limit. No, just like what you said, Chuck, the sky's the limit.
Also, I want to take what Don Burr says, because Don Burr basically, I don't know if he has brain tumor or he's mentally retarded, but honestly, take away his Justin Fields can't pass, bro. We all know that you don't watch him play, because if you watch, even if you do watch him play, you're still gonna, talk your shit. But Don Burr, let me tell you something that Jared Goff doesn't have that Justin Fields does have: deep accuracy.
Yes,
Jared Goff doesn't have. If Jared Goff was on the Bears, he would basically be murdered by their offensive line. Jared Goff has had a good offensive line and great supporting cast around him. So you put him on the Bears, he's not no different. Justin Fields, if we had a great supporting cast around him, we would have swept the Lions this year, and we should have beaten them the first time. But
we would have swept the Packers, because those two times, like with the Packers, he let up 10 points?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, potentially we could beat all of these teams here. Justin Fields is finally getting a core around him that he can thrive with, bro. And that's what I'm loving. I'm loving that Ryan Poles has built this team around the strengths of Justin Fields. He's going to give this kid a chance to shine, and Justin Fields is not going to disappoint. If everybody thinks this man's going to fall on his face, they got another thing coming. With the offense that he had last year, and the decimated offense, and the absentee signature players on the defense last year, that man, he amassed 25 total touchdowns and only 11 interceptions. Show me another quarterback that was doing that much better than what Justin Fields was doing last year. And I'll show you a guy that's in a playoff hunt with the proper team around him. It was Trevor Lawrence's numbers that much better than Justin Fields? I don't think so.
That was a lie. That's a lie.
You crazy.
Yeah, when your wide receivers are Dante Pettis and Equanimeous St. Brown, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah. But see, none of that is ever factored in, Mike. But that's okay. We got DJ Moore to show him this year. We got Chase Claypool to show him this year. We got Darnell Mooney to show him. We got Tyler Scott to show him this year. we got Cole Kmet who can go deep and just show
Robert
him history.
Tonyan.
And we got Robert Tonyan. Yeah. So, yeah, get ready for it. Get ready for it. He's going to go from one of the statistically worst deep ball passers in the league to statistically best deep ball passers in the league in a year's time. Imagine that. But we can't. But Cole, we're not supposed to talk about Justin Fields and his college days in year 3. But T.O.'s coming on here talking about preseason games with Jordan Love. Are we serious right now?
Oh, I'll tell you one game that Jordan Love played absolute horrible in preseason against the 49ers, and oh boy, they kept making excuses for Jordan Love.
And
They
the
were
Buffalo
saying,
Bills.
oh, the wide receivers were dropping passes. The dude had 3 interceptions. Like, dude, we're not losing sleep over Jordan Love. So
Yeah.
this Packers fan is trying to make you believe that they're going to turn around and make a 3rd straight Hall of Fame, bro. That ain't gonna fucking happen, bro. As far as Niners all damn day goes, Bustin Fields is not that guy. Hey, at the end of the day, we got our guy. You guys took Sir Lance. Sir Lance, that's what they call him over in
Sir
the
Lancelot.
And guess what? He's in danger of being traded too.
They have no reason to keep him. Purdy is ridiculous over there. They have a reason to keep him. What is the point of keeping Trey Lance at this point? Brock Purdy's already showed you he can get the job done. Why am I moving anywhere else? That's like Tom Brady coming in and taking over for Drew Bledsoe with the Patriots, bro. When you get the right fit, you just move on. That's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mike, I appreciate you coming on, bro. I appreciate it.
You can't dog the 49ers. They're a great team. LMAO.
I could dog your team Lions talk because your team is the Lions.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
It's good, Mike was good.
Because I'm assuming this is Don Bird. You just gave a list of the best teams in the NFL, and you didn't have the Kansas City Chiefs in there. What's wrong with you, bro? You all right? You been smoking something this morning? Just say no. Just say no. The Chiefs aren't on your list, then you're not talking best in the NFL, bro.
For real, I mean, like, did you not just see what Patrick Mahomes just did?
Mahomes is utterly ridiculous on a football field, man.
With only like Travis Kelce as his like number 1 option, like.
Yeah, Travis Kelce's number 1 option, and he got a team of role players. And I mean, everybody was a role player around them guys, man. You know, MVS, and you got MVS and what's the guy from the Steelers? What's the guy from the Steelers, bro?
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah. And you got your running back is Dennis McKinney.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Jerick McKinnon, that's your running back, bro. Jerick McKinnon.
Right.
Come on,
and
man.
Isaiah Pacheco was your rookie.
What are we doing here? And we winning Super Bowls with this? I would love to do it.
Let's do it again. Let's run it back.
Yeah, that shows you the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. So Cole, if you're rating, I haven't heard your take on it yet. If you're rating the best quarterback in the NFC North, who's your pick and why?
So I mean, last year, of course, was Jared Goff. Statistically speaking, Jared Goff had one of the best numbers, of course, last year. Coming into this season, I feel like it's going to be, of course, like Justin Fields, because, he has a lot riding on the line, and like he has a lot of doubters that he has to prove wrong. Like I said, 25 best players are under 25. Like they didn't even include him.
Which is insulting.
Which is very insulting in my opinion. And with the way, like, and not even only that, like Justin Fields, even like prior to them having training camp, he's gonna take his wide receivers down to Florida to train so he could build more chemistry with them. And that's including Claypool and Darnell Mooney. And so that shows the type of character. Quarterback is more than just, the bare basics of just, being a thrower, right? Understanding coverages. It's about leadership. And that's something the Bears did not have at all We didn't have that with Mitch Trubisky. We didn't have that with Jay Cutler.
Mm-hmm.
And for pretty much most of the time, I mean, like most of our history, we didn't have that type of quarterback who was a leader that could take the reins. And when you have somebody like Justin Fields, who doesn't point fingers at anybody, like he looks at
Mm-hmm.
himself, um, he's able to just take the reins. He's able to take hold of the team, saying that this is my team. I mean, it just shows, you know, the type of person that he is, and and to me, that's one of the reasons I think he's going to be the best quarterback in the NFL because he leads by example. First one in, first one out. I mean, you see the work ethic that he puts in and day out. You see the his teammates talking praise about him, you know. And like I said, not only that, he's going to take them to Florida to build more chemistry before training camp begins in late
Mm-hmm.
July.
Right.
And I think that's really going to pay off. The intangibles. And I mean, I don't know I've been trying to look at from other teams in the NFC North. I've been trying to look at Minnesota Vikings. Seeing what they're going to do. The Packers, seeing what they're going to do, and you don't see the type of work ethic that Justin Fields has. I mean, you hear them like practicing during training camp, but other than that, you don't hear nothing besides it. Like, hey, I'm gonna work with them, or I'm gonna go to like a charity event or something like that. You don't hear that type of stuff.
The
That
camaraderie. Yeah, I know what
that
you're
type of
saying.
camaraderie.
Right. That kind of camaraderie.
That's very important.
Well,
Culture and camaraderie, and that definitely
mhm.
helps. I think that
What I find most insulting is when you and I were talking, Kof, about the Bears being ranked 25th on the young core list, as the 25th ranked young core. What I find most insulting is they had the audacity to have Mac Jones on this
mhm,
list in front of Justin Fields. Did
mhm,
anybody watch these two play head to head last year? Did anybody
mhm.
see the drastic difference when they faced off? Did anybody see the dominance of Justin Fields on a vaunted Patriots defense? We're not talking about a slouch defense. We're talking about the defense
In
in
Foxborough.
Foxborough. We're talking about the defense that went into Lambeau Field and was intercepting Aaron Rodgers and
Aaron
taking
Rodgers.
balls to the end zone for touchdowns, bro. This is what we're
Mhm.
talking about. We talking about Judon and all of these cats, these young cats that everybody's overlooking. We're talking about the guru that is Bill Belichick, the football mind
One
that,
of the
that
greatest
is one of
head
the
coaches
greatest
of all
that the
time.
game has ever seen. We're talking about Justin Fields going in there and dismantling that defense. He dismantled that defense. And we're
Pick them
talking
apart.
about a Mac Jones who couldn't throw his way out of a wet paper bag against Jaquan Brisker and Eddie Jackson and Kyler
You trying
Gordon.
to low blow him too.
Yeah. This is
Mhm.
the guy we're putting in front of Justin Fields. He has the minimum job of being a game manager when he has Bill Belichick as his head coach. All he's got to do is manage the game. Don't throw the ball away. Don't give up no interceptions. Don't fumble the ball. He couldn't do that against a porous Bears team talent-wise. You couldn't get that done. But you guys want to put him in front of Justin Fields. Good luck with that.
I could tell you who Justin Fields is better than if you guys want. I think he's better than Garoppolo because Garoppolo proved that he is a system quarterback that was carried the whole time. I think that Justin Fields is better than Derek Carr because
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr is weak. He can't take a sack. Can't take a beating. When you split some, he like folds like laundry. He's
Right.
obviously better than Baker Mayfield.
Absolutely. Not even
But
close. Baker has all the characterization of a Justin Fields type of quarterback. He doesn't have the results.
He
And
doesn't have
I
the
know
leadership. He doesn't have
I
the
know
work ethic.
Browns fans, first thing they'll say, Baker Mayfield fans will say, well, he took the Browns to the AFC Championship game a few years back. He sure did. And look at what he's done since then.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Irish all damn day. It's a fact that Justin Fields is better than Garoppolo because Garoppolo, if he didn't have a nine, and you're gonna see how Garoppolo sucks when he doesn't have a defense to carry him.
Well, I mean, if I'm totally honest with you though, Mike, Jimmy gets wins. All that guy does, all he does is win. So, Jimmy finds a way, whether it's, by osmosis or by skill or whatever. Jimmy Garoppolo always finds his way to a W. And it's not like Jimmy's ever been in a bad situation with an offensive team where he's had to really carry them. He's always on a team that's got talent around him. You're getting Devontae Adams, bro, with the Raiders. You're going to Las Vegas with Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? So, and Josh Jacobs coming out the backfield. So, he's going from one dynamic situation to another. So, yeah, it's hard to argue against anybody saying that Jimmy Garoppolo is potentially a better quarterback than Justin Fields because of the W's. But when you look at the strength of player, when you look at the all-purpose talent that these guys bring to the table, it's not even close. Justin Fields is stratospheres above Jimmy Garoppolo. We're not even, this is apples and oranges, bro. We're talking about those two.
But I'm just saying, I know that they have great weapons on the Raiders, but here's the thing. You have to have a coach that can build your strengths and build your weaknesses. Josh McDaniels, really? He should have gotten fired, but the Raiders are too poor to do that shit.
Let me say this. I'm so glad you brought up Josh McDaniels. I've been saying this for years, Mike. Josh McDaniels is one of the most overrated head coaching options that the game has ever seen. In every situation he's been in, with the opportunity to be the head coach, he's failed miserably. This guy is not a good head coach. And eventually, somewhere down the line, somebody's going to have to come to grips with that. Just because you come from under Bill Belichick doesn't mean that you coach like Bill Belichick. He's not Bill Belichick, bro. He's not at all. He went to Denver when Jay Cutler was there, and he completely botched that whole situation up and ended up with Kyle Orton as opposed to Jay Cutler and Brandon Marshall, who he had as a dynamic duo over there to start with. And then now you give him the job with the Raiders. What are you expecting any different? You got Jimmy Garoppolo, who doesn't have the cannon of an arm, who's going to have problems trying to reach Devontae Adams down the field. He's a smart quarterback. Don't get me wrong. Jimmy's going to play within his capabilities, but he's very limited. He's very limited, bro. He's very limited. And so we're going to have to see what Josh McDaniels' coaching skills is going to come into play into this. Because I don't know how he's going to help this team. I really don't see how Josh McDaniels can help them do any better than what they did last year.
I think he's going to be like Nathaniel Hackett, bro. He's going to be like Nathaniel Hackett did to Russell Wilson.
well, now, as bad as Josh McDaniels is, I got to give him a little more credit to Nathaniel Hackett. Nathaniel Hackett couldn't coach his way out of a wet paper bag.
That was horrible, man. With that Denver team last year.
Horrible. So I wonder how some of these guys even get penciled in for head coaching jobs. It's ridiculous. But yeah, Josh McDaniels is a bum, bro. He's not going to do anything. He's not going to turn the Raiders around. They aren't going to the playoffs with this guy. You could have kept all the weapons that they lost, like your Darren Wallers and the other pieces that they lost, and he's still not going to do anything with that team, bro. That team is not going to shine under him. They need a real head coach over there. Matt Nagy? Nah. I'm just kidding.
Oh, T.O. wants to come back on.
Come on in here, T.O. Jump on in.
Yeah, let us hear your divine love for Jordan Love. It's
come
funny.
on in here, T.O.
There's the link. Come back on, dude. Yeah,
tell us your divine love.
Oh, let's speaking of what Jordan Love. What do you guys think about that little line he said about the Bears, saying Happy Father's Day to Bears fans?
He said it right.
CTE. That's some.
CTE.
I never knew that Utah State graduates are retarded.
Good one, Mike. Good one.
Man, thank you, son.
Like that. But you know what? He said it right. We'll be his daddy for his entire career. Happy Father's Day, Bears. They said it right.
Father's Day Bears.
Come on in here, T.O. Where you at, bro?
What's going on, fellas?
Waiting on you, sir.
Hey, man.
Thank you, son. How you doing, son?
I don't know if you just paying attention to the Bears or something, man. But to say that nobody is having no team camaraderie like the Bears, man. Do you know my Packers been working out in California, man? Jordan Love with both of the wide receivers, Watson and Dobbs. Jaden Reed just went out there also. Like,
Wasn't shit. Man. Wasn't shit.
Everybody is
not shit.
Everybody is working out, man.
That doesn't mean shit.
Let me say this too.
So does Justin Fields. So does Justin Fields. But go on.
Yeah, but you get on here, man, and you talking like Justin Fields, just this great thrower, and you telling Don Bird, whatever his name is. You can't possibly. You got to be biased, man, because if you talking statistically, you're definitely not. You know what? I'm not even gonna get on here and argue because I just want to get on here and finish talking about the NFC North quarterbacks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was saying, I'm giving Justin Fields his props. He has the potential, man. The potential. Mm-hmm. But will we see growth?
You're kind of breaking up, bro.
Yeah, your mic. You got that McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I'm driving right now, man. I'm working.
Yeah,
right
it makes sense that you have cheap Wi-Fi because you're a Packers fans
it's
are.
It's so funny how the Bears fans are so cocky to be the worst team in NFL. Just talk like you're winners or something. Just relax, man. 3-14, worst team in the league, man. Relax. Okay?
3-14.
Relax, man.
T.O., how many wins does Jordan Love have in his career?
My team was
0.
1 game away from the playoff last year, and that was a bad year. That was a bad year.
How many wins does Jordan Love have in his career?
If he win the first game versus the Bears, do you know he will have more wins in the NFC North than Justin Fields? That's terrible.
He would have the same amount of wins, you retard.
They had the same amount.
He would have had the same amount of wins.
That is terrible, man.
So basically what you just
terrible, man. It is.
But basically what you just told me is that he doesn't have any wins in his career.
Basically what I'm telling you is that your guy, this is year 3, and he does not win in this division. You guys better hope and pray that this guy, or you will be drafting a quarterback next year. While you're doing all this love and Fields talk, you will be drafting a quarterback next year.
Hey, I got some advice for you. Go watch Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre highlights for the rest of your life because the Packers will never win a Super Bowl. You're gonna die seeing your team.
How many times we made you cry, man? How many times you went in the basement punching the wall, man? How many times we made you cry?
It's payback time. Payback time.
Hey, no Bears fan is going to deny that we have cried over what.
Yeah, I know. And I understand it, man. But at the same time, sometimes you got to be real with it, man. You don't know what Jordan Love is.
Talking about real, you guys are thinking that you're going to hit a third straight Hall of Fame quarterback. You guys are thinking that because it happened once, it will happen again.
I'm definitely not saying that. I'm not saying that, man. I'm not saying that, Mike. But what I am saying is this. Packers have a system where no quarterback could come in and fail. And Jordan Love has been learning from Aaron Rodgers. He cannot come in here and fail.
Okay,
we have a system that's going to work.
When you say that Jordan Love has weapons, who does he have?
He has Christian Watson. He has Romeo Dobbs. He has Jaden Reed. He has 2 tight ends.
Unproven.
Are you serious?
Christian Watson is Watson's mid. Romeo Dobbs is injury prone, and the other one's unproven.
How can you call somebody injury prone when this was his first year?
He's been hurt the more times that he's been on the field. And plus, are we sure that they were not products of Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers.
We can't be biased and talk, man. If we're gonna talk, we gotta be fair, man.
You know Aaron Rodgers is known for making receivers look great. He did it with MVS, he did it with Alan Lazar.
Yeah, that's why Devontae Adams just went over to Oakland and still had a monster year because Aaron Rodgers makes wide receivers.
Yeah. The only
he's good.
Well, Devontae Adams is the exception.
That's the only receiver that has left.
Now that's the only wide receiver. Just give my guys credit, man. Christian Watson is going to be good. I actually think Romeo Dobbs is a little bit better. That's what people don't understand. People hyping all this Christian Watson stuff up. I think Romeo Dobbs is the guy. And what did I tell you? Me being
Romeo
a
Dobbs
Packers
is a
fan,
possession. But Romeo Dobbs is a possession.
I don't see any
receiver. Christian
potential in
Watson is
Romeo
the-
Dobbs. I don't see any potential.
I'm telling you, Romeo Dobbs have some hands on him. I'm telling you guys, man. I'm
Are you
watching
sure
this guy.
those hands are not for decorations when he dropped a touchdown against the Patriots?
T.O., you still there, bro?
Nah, he's just,
May have
watch
something going on.
watch Aaron Rodgers highlights and watch Brett Favre highlights. That's all.
No, I'm gonna be there week 1. I hope I get to see you there, man. We're gonna be there week 1 in the business, and you're gonna see the Packers standard. What we're about. We're about business, man.
Yeah,
And
Mike,
if you think you
we'll
finna
be
roll
in the
us up, we'll
stands,
see.
bro. We'll be in the stands week
Yeah, we'll
1,
be in the
bro.
stands, and we're gonna
Prepare.
show you, man.
Hey,
We're gonna
at the end of the
show
day,
you.
at the end of the day, you're getting jumped right now by a bunch of Bears fans. Oh, what's
Yeah.
up, Biggie?
What's
It ain't
up?
enough. It ain't enough.
What's going on, Big E?
Not much. How you doing?
Good, brother. I'm good, man. We have
Yo,
a
just
discussion here.
taking out the
about-
trash as usual. Taking
Yeah,
out.
we have a little discussion here about who we think is going to be
Hey,
the
man,
best
you
quarterback
don't-
in the NFC North.
Oh, well, Jay Fields, JF1, man. We already know. Let's not even like this shouldn't even be up for debate.
And you said who again, Big E?
JF1.
JF1.
Yes, sir,
JF1.
JF1.
That's Justin Fields 1. That's the Air Force dominant force. that
Air
he
Force
is.
One.
So this is I just don't understand how I'm on a show. How I'm on a show right now, and the guy that was 3-14, they had the number 1 pick, and we saying it's not even a debate. And we saying that it's not a debate, and this guy
Well,
just
it's
gonna
not.
be the best.
Well, let me
How
chime
is
in
this
on
not
that,
a
T.O.
debate?
Let me chime in on that, T.O. The reason that it's not a debate is because most of you all are just judging by the win-loss record. We're talking about individual
What's most
talent. when we're
important in
talking
NFL?
about, listen to me. We're talking about individual talent when we are talking about the best quarterback at the position. This is what we're talking about. And statistically, none of these guys in this division, including your guy, are going to trump what JF1 is going to do on this
Yeah,
field.
because they all mid. They're all mid.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what Jordan Love is. Justin Fields can have all the stats that he wants. If Jordan Love had more wins than him, guess who I want on my team? You think I want stats or wins?
I mean, you got who you got on your team, so it's not about who you want. You already got Jordan Love,
No,
and you don't know what you're going to get.
We know that Justin Fields can run. He probably we know he can run. Can he win a game for you guys?
Oh, definitely. You'll see this year. You'll definitely see this year.
We want Justin Fields to throw the ball in the fourth quarter so we can end the damn game. Pick him off and end the game, just like we do every year.
So what gives you the confidence to think that Jordan Love, somebody who hasn't done it not once in his career,
I can tell you how we know.
Because it's the Packers standard, man. It's the Packers system.
Then
I
how
don't care about
come
the standard. I care about production.
This is just what the Packers
How come
do.
he
We
didn't show the
develop
Packers
quarterbacks,
standard against
man.
the Chiefs?
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. T.O.
Yeah, and you
if
know
we're
what?
going to go by your
Patrick Mahomes that game.
okay,
Go
but
look at
T.O.,
the
if
stats.
we're going to
Oh
go,
boy, this
T.O.,
get heated.
if we're going by your metric, T.O., if we're going by your metric, then your guys at the bottom of this heat because he ain't got nothing to go by. There's no there. No wins, no losses, no stats, no none of that. If we going by that, then your guy is at the bottom of this heat. You shouldn't even be discussing him being the best quarterback in the NFC North.
Yeah, he's all one.
I explained to you when I got on the show.
You're talking about what quarterback wins.
Yeah, because it's unproven.
Justin Love is all was a starter.
When I got on this show, I explained to you guys exactly how Jordan Love can be the best quarterback in this division, man.
You did.
I explained to you guys, and I don't want to have to explain it again. But what I'm saying is that Packers have a system, man. We have a standard, and Jordan Love, he's gonna fall right from that tree, man. I'm telling you, we're not gonna bring this guy and produce a bad guy. And I don't care if it takes 3 to 4 games. If we start out 1-3, you guys gonna be hoop hot. But I'm telling you, this guy's gonna get it. This Packer system is gonna go, and we're gonna have another solid quarterback. Is he gonna be Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers? It's hard to be that. But I'm telling you, this guy's gonna be good. He's gonna be solid, and he's gonna shock a lot of people this year.
Well, don't get me wrong, T.O. I believe that Jordan Love is going to be a solid quarterback. I've been saying that all season, even before the Aaron Rodgers trade.
He's a totally different guy from his rookie season.
All I know is this.
I'm Robin style, you know.
Well, I don't think he'll be trash. I don't think he'll be trash in that. You know, I've watched a film on him. He's not a trash quarterback. But
Right.
as far as being another Hall of Fame quarterback, though, that's where the question lies.
Well,
Well, I mean,
that's just what the Packers system produces. It's a system. You guys think it's the
Yeah,
players, and it's the system, man.
It is. It is
okay.
the players.
Okay. So
yeah.
only thing I'm going to tell you is this, T.O. Right now, Justin Fields is 6-21 in his career. Jordan Love is 0 forever. Justin Fields has 25 touchdowns last year to 11 interceptions.
Hey, Tio,
Your boy has what, 1 and 1?
When Jordan Love fails,
what are we talking about here?
when Jordan Love fails, I'll be sure to see him at my local Burger King. You know, he's going to be flopping me some burgers.
You will never see Justin. You will never see Love at no Burger King. You probably see him buying one of your Burger Kings. He already $22 million in guaranteed, so you'll never see that, buddy. But let me tell you this:
Yeah,
when Jordan Love do win,
here's the thing: I want my burger with ketchup. You know, make sure you add some ketchup on that burger.
No man.
let me tell you something, man. I'm going to screenshot this because when we beat you guys week 1, I'm going to ask you about your burger with ketchup. I'm going to make a good joke about your burger with ketchup, man. This is what I love doing. Kofi will tell you. I'm going to screenshot you, and when we beat you week 1,
hey, it's easy. It's easy when you have a Hall of Fame.
Hey, Tio, I want to see it on your channel,
Hall
bro.
of Fame quarterback.
I want to see it on Tio's channel.
Y'all have no Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Basically, Tio, let me tell you something. You have a rookie starting. I know he's in like year 4, but he's technically a rookie according
He's a
to
27-year-old rookie.
Yeah. You know, this is like his second game, technically his second game starting, because we don't count, you know, when he came in for Rodgers. So what are we talking about? We're not sitting here and telling you that. I'm telling you that Jordan Love, I've seen it against the Chiefs. I watched that game from start to finish. I don't see any
totally different player. If you're going by that, he's a totally different player from that. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
What has he shown? What has he shown?
The game is slowing down for this kid, man. The same mistakes he was making.
Give me one game. Give me one game where he looked great against.
You didn't see that one quarter last year versus the Philadelphia Eagles that went to the Super Bowl.
Okay, just because he made a couple good throws, well, that means like.
You do realize, you do realize that throw that he threw to Christian Watson was a slant pass. Any quarterback could hit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, any like quarterback that managed to make it to the NFL should be able to do that.
Yeah, we don't. That's nothing special. That's nothing special.
Yeah.
I could give you multiple Justin Fields moments.
Shit, I can make that pass too. I'm not even a quarterback.
Hey, I can make that. I got the cannon.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up? We hear you now.
Every quarterback can make that pass. Yes, every quarterback can make that pass.
Why are you acting like Jordan Love is the greatest thing since sliced bread?
No, I'm not acting like that. I'm just not going to let you guys trash him because he's going to prove you guys wrong. But let me tell you what was special.
Well, we're doing it.
On that play,
we doing it.
You can't hear me, man?
Y'all let him speak. Let him speak.
All right. Go ahead. Let's hear.
What was special, man, on that play was not just a slant pass because it was a play action and he looked good throwing it over the middle. A quarterback should be able to make that pass. But let me tell you this. Christian Watson, the explosiveness, him getting that ball and taking off from that defense, and also Christian Watson, you seen this hand-to-hand when Aaron Rodgers just handed him the ball off and he flew past your defense. That's the same defense. Let me tell you something, man. The Bears' defense is not going to be better this year.
Wrong.
The defense actually got worse this year.
Yep.
Ridiculous. You see how you being laughed to scorn right now. You are talking ridiculous.
Let me finish. Let me finish, guys.
Go ahead, let him finish.
Let me finish, man.
Let him finish. This is good stuff. Go ahead.
You guys are laughing, but you have no edge. Trust me, you guys have
now that you said some stupid shit, it's my turn to rebuttal.
You guys not gonna let me talk, man.
This is bias talk. This is some bias talk.
And you talking about me having bias?
Bias.
You're the definition of bias.
Last year, you guys had Roquan Smith, correct? Right?
Yep.
Yes.
You got rid of Robert Quinn, right?
Right.
He
Yep.
lost his shit anyway.
You guys didn't bring in you guys didn't bring in nobody better than Roquan Smith. That's just a fact. You guys have no
Really?
edge.
TJ
Let me tell you
Edmonds
something. You
is the
guys will
truth.
not
You will
get
see.
to the quarterback.
Wow.
You
Okay.
guys have no
Okay, but we
edge
still added 2 solid linebackers that are going to help out this run defense.
But
It's
not Roquan Smith, Big E.
Doesn't
It's
have
not
to be Roquan Smith.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Roquan
It
Smith.
doesn't have to be Roquan.
It
It
can
has
be
to be
let me
Tremaine
ask you this,
Definitely
Big E. I got a
Tremaine
question for
Edmonds
you,
is not
Big
going to
E.
get trucked by.
Hold on, you got a question for Big E. Go
I got
ahead,
a
Big
question
E.
for you, Big E.
Yes.
With Gibson, Robinson,
DeMarcus Walker.
whoever else you got coming off that edge, you guys tell me you guys don't need another edge. You guys will
Okay,
not
we do.
get to the quarterback.
We do.
You guys will not get to the quarterback, and your quarterbacks is not good enough to hold these wide receivers. When I say that you guys took a step back, I know what I'm talking about, man. You guys have no edge rush. No pressure to get to the quarterback, man. Those
We
front
also have a
four,
secondary.
We have quite a bit of depth at that for now.
but I'm saying that front four that you have is probably bottom 5 in the league. That front four, you
Okay.
guys have to get to the quarterback.
Okay.
And
Can we use?
not good enough.
Okay, do we need more depth on the front four? Yes, for sure. But for now, we have enough, depth to like maybe get a couple of stops, for now.
That's not going to help against the Lions, against the Packers and the Vikings. That's not going to work. I'm telling you.
Okay, not only that, let me say this to you, T.O. Pressure on the quarterback doesn't just only come from the edge, bro. You can get pressure from the middle. Javon Dexter and them, they are going to be a force in that middle. And if you think they not, you keep watching what you're good at.
If they get on the field,
they're going to get on the field. They're going to get on the field. And they're going to be inside. And if you think Tremaine Edmonds is some slouch that the Bears just gave 72
million, you won't get run over by Carson Wentz, that's for sure. You won't get
He's not Roquan Smith is what I'm telling you.
He got pushed over by Carson Wentz. That's all I got to say. Carson Wentz fucked his ass.
Not only does Tremaine Edmonds bring the freakish ability to get to a quarterback and run stuff, but he does something that Roquan Smith does not do. He covers well in the pass game.
And he's 6'5", 250 pounds.
Over this dude.
I don't think Carson Wentz is going to truck him.
You're crazy if you think the Bears have spent this money ridiculously and they don't have anything to show for it.
Also, you're saying that we don't have.
What was Roquan Smith doing while he was here? How many playoff visits was he taking?
Now we ragging Roquan Smith.
I am because you trying to put a shine on him that is not worthy of him.
I'm not
going to trying to put a shine on him that's not worthy of him.
Yeah, Roquan Smith just didn't fit in this new 4-3 defense. That's why we had to.
Are you kidding me? How he didn't fit in this defense?
He didn't.
He obviously wasn't producing well.
We watched the games. He didn't produce for the Bears.
They need a linebacker that can do more than just one phase of linebacker.
Jack Sanborn did
He's a great tackler.
Roquan
He's a great tackler, but in coverage, Roquan Smith was getting beat down the field, bro.
Yeah, and it's bad when Jack Sanborn, who is an undrafted linebacker, did better than Roquan in the same system.
Who led the league in tackles last year?
That's the only thing.
That doesn't matter. He went to a whole different defensive scheme.
He went to.
You guys are trying to make this excuse, and it's sounding terrible right now, man.
How does it sound terrible? How does it sound terrible? Okay, do you not get the point? You get in where you fit in. You get in where you fit in.
Down the sideline can fit in any scheme. Roquan Smith, I'm telling you guys are trying to make excuses because this guy's gone, man.
It's not excuses, it's facts. We watched.
Yeah, it's just facts.
What you don't want to hear, Theo, what you don't want to hear is that the Bears have gotten extensively better on this defense. You want us to be a failure. That's what you want.
You guys got worse.
Hey, Michael, let me ask you a question, Michael. You guys got better on defense?
Yeah, we got better on defense.
Yeah, I mean, can we use
better on defense?
We signed 2 stud linebackers. We drafted Tyreek Stevenson. We basically have the somewhat same secondary, but they got better. And
and our D line got slightly. But
say what you want about the front, but when we get that one edge rusher, if it's Yannick, Chase Young, or Melvin Ingram, we'll be fine. You guys, on the other hand, did not add anything this offseason. If anything, you guys regressed. this offseason.
Tio, you do know we're only one edge rusher away from being a completely dominant defense.
Exactly, my point exactly.
Yeah, really.
Let me, hey, Chuck, your best cornerback is below average. That's you.
Oh,
we not
Jalen Johnson's a bomb now. Okay,
Jalen Johnson,
Jalen
you are
Johnson-
fucking. You know,
hey, come on, man.
Yo, this is retarded.
Jalen Johnson's a damn good corner. But listen, he may not be a ball hawk. He doesn't jump up and get the ball much, but he's great in coverage. Like,
I'm a Packer fan, man. Jalen Johnson cannot.
Yeah,
cover
that explains why you're mentally retarded.
No one in this division.
Yes, he can.
Who can
you
stop
are delusional if you think that's the case.
Let me tell you this.
Did you not see that game where he was freaking covering the hell out of Devontae Adams, making him his bitch? Did you not see that game?
Johnson, man.
You said what about Devontae Adams?
I said he was covering the hell out of Devontae.
Hold on, Big E. What were you saying, Tio, about Devontae Adams?
Devontae Adams shredded Jalen Johnson.
The whole league.
Christian Watson.
You ain't saying nothing.
Devontae
Adams, what quarterback takes Devontae Adams and dominates him? That's one of the best receivers in the game, bro.
What did he do? What did he do last year when Christian Watson came in Soldier Field and caught 2 touchdowns?
He was hurt. He was hurt.
He was what?
He didn't play.
Yeah. Wait, was he playing?
Cal Gordon. Terrible.
Okay.
Yeah,
does this make you feel better to say this or something? Because it doesn't change the reality that the Bears have gotten extensively better on defense. You're not changing that.
We got Tyreek Stevenson, who was the best.
No, he's not going to start in this. Come on, he's not.
You don't know what's going to happen over here.
Who's the other cornerback?
Who's your backup quarterback? You better get to know him.
Clinton Clifford or whatever.
Right. Who is that guy? Because your guy might not be out there too long. Trey Lance Jr.
We came back with the same team, and I promise you, my team is going to bounce back.
Same team, same trash. Same trash.
Your team was 8-9 with a 4-time. Your team was 8-9 last year with a 4-time.
And the only reason why you won games was the Rodgers. You didn't win games because of your team.
How is it going? Let me ask you this, Tio. How are the Packers going to get better than 8-9 with a 4-time league MVP on the team last year?
I'm going to tell you exactly. I'm going to tell you exactly how we're going to get better. Everybody is going to have a better year than they had last year. My defense didn't play up to. We didn't play up to what we didn't play to Packers standard how we played until the second half of the last season.
So what's going to be the difference this year?
This year This year the circus is gone. No more arguing. No more guys have to tuck their tail when Aaron Rodgers and his crew walk past. No more of that. Everybody is laughing and enjoying themselves now. My defense will play up, and its offense.
Okay, so it's more joke.
Do you? Let me tell you something, Chuck. Aaron Rodgers was number 17 ranked when it comes to quarterbacks last year. You telling me Justin Fields can't be top? Jordan Love can't be top 15?
You're comparing.
No, I'm telling you.
Wait, hold on.
I'm comparing that Jordan Love can have a better year than Aaron Rodgers had last year.
Hold on, Tio. Let Mike say something.
You're comparing Justin Fields to a four-time MVP who is a Hall of Famer.
I'm not comparing Justin Fields to him. No, I'm not comparing Justin. I'm saying that Jordan Love.
You just did.
I'm saying that Jordan Love can have a better year than Aaron Rodgers had last year.
No way.
Okay.
No way. Jordan Love better than Aaron Rodgers. Are you kidding
a better year than Aaron
Did you hear what I said? You guys didn't hear what I said.
We heard everything you said, and it didn't make
sense. We heard you.
I say Jordan Love can have a better year than Aaron Rodgers had last year.
Don't delete this shit. This shit.
You better not. Hey,
Jordan Love will be average at best. Average quarterback at best.
Goal to goal, Big E. Goal to goal. When we got down there in the red zone, goal to goal, Aaron Rodgers was the worst quarterback in the league last year. Do you know that?
Not the worst quarterback, but he didn't.
No receivers last year.
Aaron Rodgers didn't throw the ball and get the ball in the end zone last year. And what I'm saying is that Jordan Love, if he could come in and he can have a better year than that. I'm not saying he's better than Aaron Rodgers. Nobody.
There's a lot of ifs in that conversation, T.O.
Yeah,
Aaron
there's a lot of
Aaron Rodgers is the greatest
us
bringing
up ifs. You're the definition of bringing up ifs.
Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback of all time. I would never
disrespect him
like
week 1. Watch Rodgers highlights.
Yeah, I'm going to be rooting for Rodgers. That's the greatest of all time. I'm going to be rooting for my boy. But
Yeah.
No,
what
watch
you
Aaron
got to be
Rodgers
watching is
highlights for the
Jordan
rest of
Love.
your life.
There's
Watch
nothing to watch
Aaron
with
Rodgers
Jordan Love.
highlights for
There's
the
no
rest of your
film
life.
footage on Jordan Love.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, keep this. I'm finna get up out of here, man. But keep this
Hey,
podcast
Tio,
up.
before you leave, sir, I have one more question, and then you can leave. I don't care. So, if Jordan Love is special, how come when Andy Reid was asked about that question, he didn't know who Jordan Love was? That's how little of a threat that he was.
Andy Reid knew exactly who Jordan Love was.
No, he
He
said
did
That's
a
what he said in the press conference.
no.
I saw that press
They
conference.
they asked him a question and he said who? He didn't even hear the whole question. He talked about how they prepared for Jordan Love and
Excuses.
everything. What are you talking about? You guys are reaching for straws. He knew exactly who Jordan Love was.
No,
He
he
talked
didn't.
about
If
it in
you
the press
would,
conference how he prepared for him. Are you
yeah,
serious?
just like Jordan Love said that we are his daddies, But what
Right.
are we talking about?
T.O., the only person on this cast right now is reaching for straws is you, bro. You sitting there trying to
I'm
make
telling
Jordan
you now,
Love
man.
you're trying to make Jordan
This
Love
shit's
be a
fucking
threat.
gold.
You're calling the Bears defense the worst
Hey,
defense
TL, before you go, I
that
gotta say
they were
something.
last year.
Bye-bye,
That's
bitch.
ridiculous.
Bye-bye, bitch. Bye-bye, bitch.
Hey,
I'm glad you came on, though, T.O. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming.
Have a good
for
day.
sure, man. Hey, for
All right.
sure, man. Hey, it's all good, man. I'm gonna
Yes,
see
sir.
y'all, man, soon. Hey, Kofi, save this show, man,
All
because
right, and
I love to go
I
back,
will.
man. I just love to go back and hear it, man. You know, so
And
save the
and
remember,
show,
uh,
man.
and we'll see you. We'll see you week one.
Jordan
We're
Love
gonna see you
will be
week
the
one,
best
Big
Good
E,
luck
man.
week one.
division.
Good luck
So,
to y'all, but always remember, Packer system, Packer standard. We always will prevail, man. Especially
okay,
when it comes to
whatever you
defense.
say.
Go Rodgers.
Whatever you say. Yeah. Packer system.
Yeah. I don't know what this fantabulous system is that he's always referring to that the Packers got. But the last time I checked, the last time they went to the Super Bowl was in 2010, and it's
Yeah.
in 2023. Not so great a system if it ain't got you there but one time
Yeah.
in 13 years. I'm just
Yep.
saying.
Producing Hall of Fame, back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks, not producing many Super Bowls out of it.
Yeah. You got 2 Super Bowls in 30 years. I'm not necessarily statistically mad at that.
It's good, AO.
What's going on, yo?
But you could definitely get more out of it, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, Packers fans are going to say what they're going to say. Big E, since you're here, bro, we'll make you the last one, bro. Who do you think is going to be the best quarterback in this NFC North this year?
Oh man, I think it's Justin Fields' breakout year. So
And what makes it a breakout year for you? What makes you think that it's going to be a breakout year, bro?
well, he's coming into year 3, you know. So he's so now hopefully he's finally catching on to his throwing ability, going through his reads, and be able to scan the field and throw the ball accurately, to his receivers.
Okay.
Now that he has a receiver one that he can rely on.
Yeah, I don't think that enough can be stated about the core of the Bears receiving core that's been added around Justin Fields. I think that is so instrumental. The protection up front in this offensive line that's being added. And I know the reports that came out of the OTAs, the mandatory OTAs, was that Darnell Wright got beat twice off of the edge by was that Terrell Lewis, who is going to be a sneaky edge rusher.
That's what that's what I was asking. That's another piece we added too. I was going to ask who's that edge that we added from the Rams?
Yeah, Terrell Lewis. And while we're talking about edge rushers, let me add that in, T.O. We did add an edge rusher that came from the University of Alabama that was buried in L.A. with the Rams, who the Rams had no idea how to use. He was a freakish guy when he was at Alabama winning national championship. He's a freakish guy now. So he potentially is going to be our edge rusher. T.O., that to answer your question about edge rushers, there may be our answer.
Yeah. You see, this is what I'm saying. We have enough depth for now. You know what I'm saying? Could we use more? Yes, but we have enough for now. To be able to get some stops, that we need. So
Absolutely.
So for now it'll work.
Yeah. I think in terms of explosiveness, when you look at the quarterbacks that's in the NFC North, I think the order of ultimate production in terms of overall quarterback play is going to go in this order. It could go 1 and 1A, Justin Fields and Kirk Cousins. Because of Kirk Cousins' consistency, and he's got this lethal weapon in Justin Jefferson, who is scary to think about it, but this guy's actually grown an inch in the last.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Yeah,
already
Kirk Cousins.
this dude grew an inch.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is a pretty damn good quarterback.
Yeah.
Like he's serviceable. He can produce. It's just but he's not elite by any means. But he's definitely can produce and win you some games.
Yeah. So yeah, you give me Kirk Cousins for his consistency. 1 and 1A with Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields' explosiveness and what's around him now is just going to make this dude even that much more lethal.
And
I got
DJ
Justin Fields
Moore, right?
I got him jumping from 25 touchdowns to 35 this year, and that's passing alone. I'm not even including what he's putting on his legs, bro.
No,
Wow.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that much.
Guess we have here. What up, Mike? I know what you're gonna say. Mike,
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's
I had
going
to
on,
jump
Mike?
in here, man.
Yes, sir. Come on in, Mike.
I love listening. Oh, hold on one second. I'm hearing myself there. The double feed is over. Golly, man. Hey, look, I love Justin Fields. Anybody knows that I talk about him quite a bit. I loved him coming out of the draft. His ability to get out of the pocket and throw is something that is beloved in the NFL these days. Mobile dual threat quarterback, somebody that can bring that third dimension to the football game. But with that said, I can't crown him yet. He's got to prove it on the field. He only threw for 2,400 yards, 17 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
True.
It's no debate at all. He's the best quarterback. It's the same thing with Jordan Love. I can't say this guy's going to suck. There's no data really to prove it out there that he's going to be good and or bad. I remember a lot of fans were crapping on the Packers when Brett Favre left. And it definitely burned the shit out of all of us when Aaron Rodgers came into.
That's why I don't want to say Jordan Love's gonna suck because
100%.
Because they'll bite me in the ass, pretty bad.
And I say that as a content creator, as somebody that I got Harrison Graham's my buddy. He's your guys's, Chicago Bears. But the idea to just immediately just assume that this team is going to suck and Jordan Love's going to suck, I think is extremely unfounded right now. More data's got to be shown, I think, for both Fields and Love. I think personally, I think Fields could be outstanding. I really do. I think he could be one of those, a trend-setting type of quarterback in the right situation with an offensive line. My fear for Justin Fields, as an unbiased perspective, is the offensive line continue to let him get hit, and that may change the way that he operates as a quarterback going forward.
We got some depth though. Like that O line's gonna get that O line's gonna get a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, we've addressed a lot of the holes there, Mike. We've addressed a lot of the holes there on that offense.
Did. Still worrisome, right? Like
Tevin Jenkins.
The Detroit Lions, we have a right guard situation where, look, our offensive line was top 5 last year, but Halapoulivaati Vaitai, our right guard, was injured. There's still worrisome there, right? So, for me, it's for Justin Fields. If he can be protected, stand in the pocket, and read his progressions, he definitely could be a damn good quarterback in the NFL. And I would definitely not say this guy's going to be bum and all that.
I wanted to say something real quick. I alluded to this, earlier in today's show. I also talked about how Justin Fields, how he had also problems in reading defenses last year, and that's part of the reason why he also got sacked. Because part of being a quarterback, you have to understand, you have to realize the type of coverages, you have to understand the type of blitzes that the defense is going to run. And that comes with also helping your offensive line to understand where the defender is going to come in. And that's another problem that Justin Fields had last year. And they were talking about even in today's training camp. Now we're going to have to see how it's going to play out this upcoming season. But from what I'm hearing from training camp, he's getting better at reading defenses. He's reading coverages. but
Making
that's
quicker
all going to
reads,
play out.
releasing the ball faster. Yeah, he's doing a
Getting
lot
the
of
ball
ball
out faster. Yep.
faster.
And he did that at Ohio. I mean, I loved him out of Ohio. I thought he was the second best quarterback in that year's draft. I actually wanted the Lions. I'd consider them to take in Justin Fields. So, look, he's got all the tools, and I'm not going to trash him, but I can't crown him either. It's one of those. There's quarterbacks that still wait and see approach. Like, are these guys going to take that next step? Jalen Hurts,
Right.
he took that next step, right? A lot of people said he was trash, and I'm like, I think Jalen Hurts is going to be really fucking special. I went and I drafted him on my fantasy team, and we've seen what he did. He has the ability to have that ceiling, that Justin Fields to Jalen Hurts, but it's like we got to wait and see. Same with Jordan Love, you know? And so for me, it's like I got no hat. I'm not a Bears fan. I try to be unbiased when I do my opinions, and it's just a wait and see approach for Justin Fields. And I do think the Bears got a lot better.
Hey, Coach, could you put that comment
100%.
back up there, bro? That was just on the screen here. Okay, the NFC North is only 4 teams, I believe. Person with the most electrifying year may be Justin Fields. Those numbers Chuck said may be delusional, though. Go to the next one, please. He's skinny. Here's the skinny. Justin Fields will look amazing individually. However, the bad news bears will always prevail. Okay.
The Bears will like always fail. Like
fail.
fail.
Is that where we going with that?
You can't do like that. Just because you're a Bears doesn't mean you're gonna fail. I think it just depends the situation. If you got good coaches, I think they did upgrade the offensive line. They did upgrade weapons around him. The defense did upgrade it. I think they're a 7-8 win football team. I think not this year, but next year they're the team that scares the shit out of me is the Chicago Bears, because that's where they're in year 3 of their rebuild, and they're probably going to get high-end free agents. You'll have some more money next year.
Mike, let me ask you a question.
You're a team to be reckoned with in the NFC, and I talk about it with all my friends all the time. That's why I said this year, Lions got to do it this year. It's going to be tough after that.
Mike, let me ask you this: in terms of NFC North quarterback ratings, where do you have Jared Goff in this mix, bro?
See, this is difficult because everybody knows I like Kirk Cousins. He lives 5 miles from me in Holland, Michigan, and I watched him in high school all the way. Matter of fact, he dated my ex-wife's friend, who I'm getting divorced right now. But it's
do you know him personally?
Yeah, he lives right here. And so he's big down in Holland, Michigan. Yeah, I talk about it all the time, and it sucks because he's a Vikings, right? You don't want to root for that guy. And so there's a little bias. I do have that. It's hard though, because the one thing about Kirk Cousins, his stats are great. It reminds you of Matthew Stafford, but when the big game happens on a Monday Night Football or in a playoff game, he falls short.
In prime time.
Jared Goff, though, as you've seen, will show up in the prime. He throws that pass to DJ Chark, wins the game against the Green Bay Packers to finish the season. So statistically, he is better, but I think from a quarterback in the gut-wrenching, the cold moments where you have to do it, I think Goff is better.
Okay. So if you're rating them,
they're just both better in their own ways.
Goff falling in the order, bro.
I would put for the winning thing. I take that. I think I would put that ahead of just statistics. So I'd put Jared Goff ahead of Kirk Cousins, because Kirk Cousins now shown throughout the years that he hasn't, as much as I love the guy, he can't win the big game. It's just, you literally had a home playoff game. Everything is on your side and you can't win that game. And every big game he just cannot win. He doesn't have that in his DNA. And he's not young anymore. He's 33 years old. So
losing to Danny Pennies. That guy.
Danny Dimes.
So you got to have that in your DNA. You have to have that. You got to have that.
I've always had trouble deciding whether if Jared or Kirk is better, because they're both mid-tier quarterbacks, right? They're both like mid-tier.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Yeah, and but they're able to do better things in different ways, like what you just mentioned, prime time, and actually showing up in the regular games and winning the football game.
Correct.
100%.
And if you look at the NFC North quarterbacks, Justin Fields is the best dual threat quarterback right now. We haven't seen Jordan Love, but I know what I've seen from Justin Fields. He's mobile and he can kill you with your legs. I've seen it. He scored that touchdown against us when we were in Chicago and ran that thing all the way down. So like there's something that everybody has right now, and with Love, we just don't know. We really don't know right now.
Right.
So
The
hopefully,
jury's out on
look,
that guy, yeah.
as a Lions fan, and as your Bears fans and Vikings fans, we're tired of the Chicago Bears we're tired of the Green Bay Packers owning this division. So please
Absolutely.
suck for the for the love of us, but I don't know if it's
Right.
Yeah, I think the Bears and the Lions are gonna be the new rivalry.
That's what I believe that to be true as well.
Yeah.
I think because the Bears are building something. I love what they did in this last draft, the trade down, everything they did. They're accumulating young talent, and it kind of reminds me of what the Lions did 2 years ago, last year, and you can see it. And so it's like, yeah, I can see them being a good team. If Justin Fields takes off, it's over. I think
It's
you guys
scary.
would.
It's gonna be scary for the whole
time.
The
But
whole
if he
entire
fails, that could set the rebuild back. So this is a big year for Justin Fields. It's a huge year for him.
I think, Mike, that the Lions have gotten scary good.
Yeah, we are. Look, I'm up in personal.
Hendon Hooker is underrated.
You know me. Now, Kofi knows me, right? I've been talking to him for years. Do I ever over-exaggerate my team? Do I say, like, oh, we're going to be fucking this powerhouse? No, I never do that. And Chuck, I've been on with you a few times.
Right.
I think the floor for the Lions is 11 wins. I've watched their mini camp and OTAs. The secondary is fucking ridiculous. This is the best secondary I've ever seen the Lions have. I mean, we have C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Kirby Joseph. We have so many players.
Mosley. Oh, you got Mosley?
Mosley.
And that Jahmyr Gibbs pick, like at first I thought that was a reach, like picking Jahmyr Gibbs, but it actually wasn't. Like he's like really gonna boost up that offense, and like add more like speed and like opportunities like for others like to like make plays and like man like at first I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was a reach, but it really wasn't.
Not a reach, not for our offense and scheme. He's more, and what we've seen in OTAs and minicamp, he's more of a wide receiver. So you're going to see a lot of wide receiver sets with him. He's getting probably, I'd say, 30 plays offense a game. He's going to get more passes than running.
Do you think he could be like a Deebo Samuel type of player, Jahmyr Gibbs? Like they could use him like that type of sense?
I think they're going to use him like a Deebo Samuel, but he's built a little bit different, more like the running back from the New Orleans Saints. He's going to be used.
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, he's going to be an Alvin Kamara type of guy. He's got that speed. Yeah,
he's definitely going
to camp right now. He's destroying everybody. He's my breakout player for the Lions this year. If he doesn't get injured, it's going to be tough. And then you got David Montgomery, who is the Thunder.
Oh my God, I think you guys got the steal of free agency and getting David Montgomery, bro. We are going to miss that guy in Chicago.
Yeah, we really do, man.
Very, very professional guy, hardworking guy, and like I said, I get up close with the team, and I can just say right now, like, the expectations for the Lions is to win the NFC North. I think they're going to do that, win a playoff game. I think they're that type of mentality. And look, I think they're going to be up there with the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. But I still think the 49ers are a better team, because I think they're more physical. I think the Eagles are a better team because they got Jalen Hurts and they're elusive. And the Cowboys are pretty good too, but I have them in that mix right now, probably fourth in the NFC.
So yeah, I think I totally agree with you, Mike.
As far as the Cowboys go, like they'll go as far as Dak can take them. Yeah. That's the thing with the.
He's a choker. I'm sorry.
I totally agree with you.
He's a Kirk Cousins 2.0.
He does choke, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
The thing with Dak,
Justin Fields.
The thing with Dak Prescott is that like they paid him that big contract, right? So he's trying to live up to it. He's trying to he's kind of in his own head right now, trying to be an elite, quarterback, throwing the ball into double coverage, trying to drop it on the money. To the receivers, which he can't do. You know what I'm saying? He's shown time and time that he can't do that. He doesn't have that elite deep ball accuracy to to like drop it on the money to the receiver, like, you know, like he just like can't do it. So that's what I mean. Like he's kind of like in his own head trying to live up to that contract. Like if he would like go back to like game managing like mode, you know, that Cowboys team would get a lot better. But I don't think any of us want that to happen.
But you know, if I'm totally honest with you, Big E, I think Mike McCarthy has really kind of dropped the ball on helping Dak be the best that he can be at quarterback, bro. If you're a head coach, you gotta know your players' strengths and weaknesses, and you gotta know that Dak Prescott is not making that throw in the double team. You gotta know that, and you gotta put him in position to where he doesn't have to do that too often. You don't want him doing something or being forced to do something to win the game for the team that he's not built to do. So you put your players in the position. You got a guy like CeeDee Lamb. This guy is otherworldly ridiculous, man. You gotta have this guy getting as many touches as possible. And if that's in the rounds, if it's short, you know, or wide receiver screens or whatever it is, get that ball in CeeDee Lamb's hands, and then it'll open the floodgates up for whatever Dak Prescott wants to do down the field. But I think Mike McCarthy has kind of dropped the ball on helping him out, bro. He's kind of dropped the ball on helping him out.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad observation. They're not a bad one. I mean, it could fall on coaching too. It could definitely fall on coaching, like with the way the schemes, you know, set up and everything, you know, with how, you know, Dak's like, you know, like how they're making like Dak do all that crazy, you know, throwing the ball downfield, you know, type thing, like, you know, throwing it like into double coverage. So I think they could set the scheme up better, make it like fit what Dak can and what he can do.
Yeah. Well, fellas, this has been great. I got to get ready to get out of here, bro.
All right. Hey, I appreciate you guys.
Mike, thank you for coming on, Big E. I appreciate you for coming on, my brother.
All right.
Appreciate you for jumping out here, man.
Thank you guys for coming.
And Michael, hey, man, you come on this show anytime you want. Talking about the other Michael. You too, Mike, but all you guys. Come on this show anytime you want, bro. We had a great time.
Guys.
This was fantastic. The next time, fellas, we'll visit some of the other divisions with their quarterbacks and see what we think about those.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to end this stream, but I'd like to thank all y'all for coming. I'd like to thank Ayo. I'd like to thank Real Street Sports Talk, Micro Mike, Plank, all you guys for coming. Donberg, even though we're so obnoxious. I'd like to thank all of you guys for coming, and stay tuned for more videos. I have to do a video, a highlight video on DJ Moore and one on Tariq Stevens. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, guys, I'd like to thank all you guys for coming.
Yes,
and
sir.
as always, man, bear the F down. All right, guys. Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to make a better way. Whole new crib in a better place. Get my people out the hood, we'll see better days. Tell a fan sorry, y'all let them wait. Shit up there like a Saturday. Listen to me, have